The article I'm reviewing this week is called A Strategic Approach to IT Budgeting. It's written by Danny Shimamoto in the Journal of Accountancy. So, the author of this article suggests that IT budgeting should look sort of like personal finance, financial planning, in the sense that you should look at both short-term and long-term goals and ensure that the IT budget aligns both with the short-term goals of the organization and the long-term goals of the organization. It also suggests that you should take into account business factors like cash flow and cash flow patterns, so you can align IT spending and projects with those cash flow patterns. So he goes into a discussion of the different sorts of things that you budget in IT, and he suggests there's really three components to an IT budget. A run section, which is really day-to-day operations, critical infrastructure investment, software upgrades, those sorts of things, and then the people that run, the day-to-day IT operation. And he suggests that actually cutting the run budget may actually introduce too much organizational risk. So it's an area to be cautious when you're looking at reducing overall spending. The second area of IT budgets is grow, and it's investing in new capabilities or improvements to current processes and capabilities that IT systems could enable. And he suggests that these are areas that can be shifted from a time perspective because they're not mission critical. So you can align these with your cash flows. So you can start them early if you're cash heavy at a moment, or you could actually defer those to a later time if cash flows are short. And then the final area is in transform, which are things that you invest in IT to actually make some fundamental change to the business or add some new business capability that doesn't currently exist. And this is investing in things like proofs of concept or other kind of research and development type of activities. He suggests that there's a way that you could do IT budgeting to actually smooth the peaks and valleys by building in reserves in budget periods when you have extra, and then using those reserves in the future when you need to make larger capital purchases. So you can end up with a budget over time that looks flat, even though it actually has some peaks and valleys in it. And then, he sort of talks about some types and categories of things that go into the IT budget. So hardware, software, subscriptions, services like contract services. And then you divide the budget into a couple of different categories, which is capital, operating, and project budgets. Capital being large hardware, software, those sorts of items. Operating, which is your day-to-day run stuff. And then projects are the point projects they're usually sponsored by members of the business. And so it actually took an interesting take on IT budgeting that was went a little beyond what the chapter in the book talked about. So I hope you enjoy it.